Hi guys, gonna give you a second to find me here. And then we're gonna start yoga in just a second. So if you are just logging on, you can say hi and let me know that you're here. And as you show up, I'll tell you what you need. Today, for our practice, and I'll repeat this just a couple times, if you'd like to listen to some calming, soothing music, then you can play that, get that kind of set up and going. I'll let you play your own music. And then you'll need two things if you've got it. If you have a pillow, you need to go get a pillow or a blanket that you can fold up that we're gonna sit on. Becky, how are you? Good to see you this morning. So see if you can find a pillow or a blanket that you can sit on today. And grab a belt or a long scarf, or if you have the tie for your robe. This happens to be a karate belt, works great. Go find something like that if you've got it. And I'll repeat that again in just a second, but you need some sort of belt and a pillow or a blanket that you can sit on. So grab those things, find a comfy spot on your floor, maybe a glass of water too. And we're gonna get started here in just a second. So round up those items, a pillow or a soft blanket that you could fold up to sit on, and a belt or a long scarf, the tie to your bathrobe. This is a karate belt, works great. You need those two things if you have them lying around. If you don't worry. You can still do this practice with me this morning with just yourself. Lacey, how are you? Good to see you guys. Thank you for commenting and letting me know that you're here. As people show up and log on, I always love to see who is practicing live with me. So give me a little comment, let me know. I'm gonna give us about 1 more minute. People are still kind of logging on. And as you log on, grab a pillow or a soft blanket, fold it up that you can sit on, and grab a belt or your bathrobe tie or a long scarf or something like that. You will need those two things. And then if you'd like to listen to some nice calming music this morning, I suggest that. Get that set up on your phone or whatever. YouTube's got lots of good spa music. And I'm just gonna grab my water and then we'll get started. So grab those items, pillow and belt. All right, welcome. Got my water here. Let's get started. Start your music if you have it. Today I decided to do a practice that helps calm anxiety. So it's gonna make you feel great. We're gonna loosen up all of our muscles and stretch, but this is also gonna be designed to be a very calming practice. So I want you to start with your pillow or blanket, fold it up. I'm just gonna put it under our hips. So your back side is elevated slightly. And then I want you to stack one leg on top of the other if you can. If this is not available to you today, if something hurts or if you're just not quite feeling that flexible yet, you can just have one right on top of the other, all right? So stack one foot if you can, kind of nestle those legs in here, and I want you just to relax your arms, sit up nice and tall, and we're just gonna connect with our breath. So I want you to start to breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you breathe, just remember, this is your practice. We're here together, but this is a practice for you and what you need. So it's okay to make your practice a little fluid. Do what feels good as you're breathing. Sit up tall. You can close your eyes if you want. I want you to kind of start to relax your shoulders. Big breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And as you're breathing, I want you to connect with yourself, connect with what you're doing right now, focus on that breathing. We're here in this moment together. Do your best to clear your mind and just focus on the task at hand, which is breathing. Now, as you continue to breathe, I want you to start to roll those shoulders back. So you're just gonna tuck them up close to your ears, and then I want you to give yourself a lot of space at the bottom of that roll. Big deep breaths. Don't be afraid to move your arms a little bit. Make sure that you can make those shoulder rolls really nice and big. Pinch up next to your ears, and then a lot of space there at the bottom. Just really lower those shoulders. Remember that breathing. And then we're going to take our shoulders in the other direction. Pinch them up really close to your ears and drop those shoulders. One more big shoulder roll. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. Big inhale up, palms together, and bring those palms into heart center. You can dip your chin just a bit. We're going to hold here and breathe. I want you to kind of connect with a smile. So even if you're not feeling like smiling yet this morning, give me a big smile. Connect with that inner smile. And then drop those arms. I'm just going to let you relax your arms wherever you want, in your lap or on your knees. We're going to turn our head all the way to the left. And then make it fluid. You kind of dip your chin down low and then turn all the way to the right. Let's do that again. Just kind of dip and then turn to the left. And dip that chin and turn to the right. Come back to center, facing straight ahead. We're going to take our arms out to the sides. Bring those arms forward, round out those shoulders, and bring them back. Open up your chest. Big exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And inhale back. Last time, exhale, interlock those fingers and press your knuckles up here. And we're going to drop our arms to our sides. And I want you to sit up nice and tall, stacking your head and neck right over your heart. We're going to connect back with that breath. Loosen up those shoulders. And one more big reach to the ceiling. So inhale up. I want your palms towards me. And then you're going to bend your elbows slowly. Bring those elbows down. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together and press the tops of your hands, palms are forward, tops of those hands towards your back wall, opening up your chest. All right? If you're feeling like you're starting to collapse here and hunch forward, sit up nice and tall, chest up and out. And we're just going to breathe and kind of feel that tension in your upper back. Open up your chest. And we're gonna continue on down. All right, I want you to bring your hands forward. Again, your legs are stacked, one on top of the other. It doesn't matter which one for now. If this is really uncomfortable to you, just go ahead and put one in front of the other. And those that have joined me just now, we've got a pillow under our hips, all right? So your backside is elevated slightly. We're gonna start with our fingertips on the earth in front of us, and we're gonna start to creep forward, placing our forearms on the earth and mat. And then you're just gonna go ahead and collapse forward as much as you can. So relax your head and neck, keeping those elbows and palms on the earth for now. I'll talk you through it, so if you can't see me, that's okay. You can close your eyes. I want you to relax your head and neck. Some of you may be able to put your forehead clear down on the earth. I want you to relax your shoulders. Think about creating length through the spine, letting that head drop forward. Relaxing your legs and hips. And just breathe. We're going to do a couple big cleansing breaths. Last one. And then I want you just to use those arms to help push you back to an upright position. Great job. Sit up nice and straight and tall. We're going to take our right arm to the earth. This isn't so much about twisting. It's more about just opening up through the chest. So you're going to press against the earth here, and I want you to reach that top arm up towards the sky and just twist and reach. You'll feel a nice stretch in the side body, just a big opening, lengthening through the arms. You can turn and face your palm to me. Spread those fingers nice and wide and just reach. Don't be afraid to use this arm on the earth as a little leverage to help you twist and turn. Big deep breath. And then we're going to go ahead and bring that arm down. We're going to do the same to the other side. So palm to the earth. Go ahead and twist up in that other direction. Use this arm for a little bit of leverage. Turn and face your palm to me. Spread those fingers nice and wide. And just really big reach to the ceiling. Big deep breaths. And we're going to come back to the earth. Now we're going to walk forward again. This time I want you to get your arms as straight as you can. Now I showed you that Sphinx pose with your elbows down. If that's as far as you can go, if this was a big stretch for you earlier, stay here. If you think you can go a little deeper in this stretch, you're going to straighten your arms and try to get your chest as flat to the earth as you can. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. Big deep breath. Walk those arms out, and we're going to relax here as wide open as we can, feeling that stretch through the hips. Place your forehead on the earth if that's available to you this morning. Maybe even your chest, if you can get that low. As low as you can go. Then I want you to relax through the shoulders, let them kind of round forward. And we're just going to breathe. I want you to hold this position, stay on down flat. Big deep breaths, relax through the shoulders, relax through the hips, and just breathe. Now, if you're straining through the head and neck, relax those areas as well. One more big deep breath. And we're going to walk our arms back towards our body and sit up nice and tall. All right, if you've got one leg stacked on the other, I want you to go ahead and help it off and stack the other one. If Again, your hips are feeling a little too tight for that this morning, then you can open up a little bit wider so one leg is here in front of the other. And that pillow will go a long ways to raise those hips here. All right, now I just want you to relax your shoulders again. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. I want you to think length through the head and neck and spine. We're gonna take another big deep breath. Arms are gonna come up, palms together. Exhale straight down to heart center, and we're gonna hold. All right, a few deep breaths here. And we're gonna tap into that inner smile again. Even if right now you have to force it just a little, I want you to kind of bring that light in and then give me an outer smile too. Big smile, big deep breath, and exhale, release those arms. You're gonna take those palms to your knees, relax your shoulders, and we're gonna take our right ear to our right shoulder, just straight on over to the side. I want you to try to relax in this position. Now, this is a yoga practice to relieve stress and anxiety. We're gonna loosen up our muscles and encourage blood flow, mobility, all that stuff. But we're also gonna pay special attention to the areas that we hold anxiety and stress. And you guys already know, right through here, right? So we're gonna take our right arm, bring it up and drop it on the top of our head and just let the weight of that arm pull your ear to your shoulder. You don't need to pull physically, force, just let the weight of your arm do the work. Remember your breathing. And then this arm is just kind of hanging out here. We're gonna lift it up, palm towards your side wall, and you're gonna start to press your palm towards that side wall and relax. You can move your palm up slightly. Move your palm down. Oh, there's a stretch for me right there. So find where you can feel that nice stretch and then really press through that palm and relax your neck. If it's just a light stretch for you so far, that's all right. Beautiful. Slowly lower that arm. Oh, that feels good down there. And drop your arm. We're going to drop both, and you're going to sit up nice and tall again. Remember, you cannot do this wrong. We're going to do what feels good to us. So we're going to round those shoulders back again just for a second. And why don't we kind of make our neck a little fluid here as well? Why not? And then round it forward. This is kind of like rubbing your stomach and patting your head. And then relax those shoulders. All right, really important, no matter where your hands are, just try to relax your shoulders. We're gonna take our left ear to our left shoulder, straight over to the side. Just breathe, relax. Great job, and then that left arm comes up. You're gonna drop your arm on your ear, the top of your head there, and then just try to let the weight of that arm pull your ear over to the side, to your shoulder. And then we're gonna take that arm that's not doing a whole lot, palm to the side wall, and just press that palm straight over to that side wall. And then don't tense up your neck. Remember, we wanna keep that neck nice and loose, relax. And let's raise our palm up high. And then for me, where I really got a good stretch is bringing that palm down low, and then you want to press and relax. Don't be afraid to change the angle of your chin just a bit too. Find where you feel that stretch. You can angle down, you can angle up. Don't just go to the motions here. Really connect with your body. Where do you need to stretch? Where's the angle that works for you? All right, we're gonna drop that arm. You can drop the other arm and go ahead and sit up nice and tall. And just to do a final little kind of stretch for our neck, let's just do a full circle. I don't care which direction you go. Just gonna take a couple full circles with the head, and then for good measure, go ahead and circle the other direction. Great job. All right, we're gonna look straight ahead. If you find yourself collapsing into yourself again, kind of be mindful of your body, sit up tall, and we're gonna take our stretch forward again. Now remember, that Sphinx pose with your elbows and palms down, that's gonna allow you to stay up a little higher and not be quite as deep of a stretch through the hips. So if you need to keep those elbows down, you've got that available. We've got the other leg up. So we're gonna try to come all the way forward if you can, all right? So walk those arms forward. Go ahead and stretch out as far as you can today. And you're going to just relax your head and neck down to the earth. Start to be mindful of those body parts that are holding lots of stress. Relax your shoulders. Rest your head down on the earth if you can. Relax your hips. Don't let those babies tighten up when you're here in this position. And we're just going to relax and breathe for a second. Stay here. If you need to modify and put your elbows to the earth, palms down, that's where you're going to go. You can come clear out here. We're going to take 2 big cleansing breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then we're going to walk those arms back so that you're sitting nice and straight. Great job. All right. Now we're going to take our right leg straight out to the side. Left leg comes in. You can kind of circle out that ankle. We've had our legs tucked up tight here for a while. And here's the first place that your band is going to come into play if you want to use it, all right? So kind of center yourself on your sits bones. You've got your pillow under your backside. Take that leg out wide, and then center your hips and your shoulders to meet, okay? We're gonna reach down for our foot, but you've got an option here if you choose. If you've got a belt or your bathrobe tie or a scarf or whatnot, you can loop this over that foot because we're gonna pull our chest down to this side. If you don't have one, or maybe you're feeling real flexible and you just want to grab your foot with your hands, you can do that as well. So kind of get set up for how you want to do this. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to reach up to the sky, and then you're going to turn towards that foot and either grab your foot or grab your belt or band and pull your chest down. Don't be afraid to kind of mess around with what works for you. Even if you are really flexible and you're able to grab your foot, you might find that you like using a band because you can get a little more leverage. Or you may find, no, I'm feeling a better stretch through my side body, through my hamstring if I grab my foot. It's totally personally up to you, but don't be afraid to try something a little new and see what feels good to you, all right? So you're gonna pull your chest straight down towards that foot, and then we wanna lengthen our spine again, so I want you to kind of bring that forehead down towards your knee, and we're just gonna breathe. And then I wanna sit up nice and tall. We're gonna turn straight onto me again. We're gonna take that stretch more to our side body. So you have two choices again. Chest to me. You can hold your foot with one hand, or you can hold your band with one hand. We're gonna pull down to the side, raising our arm up. So go ahead and raise that arm up and pull yourself directly over to the side. I like to kind of rest my elbow on my, leaning a lot farther than me. If you're up this way today, that's okay. Just want to feel that nice stretch all the way down our side body. So twist, kind of open that chest up to the ceiling a bit. Oh, that feels good. All right, drop your shoulder and that arm, and we're gonna sit up tall. All right, you're gonna set your band aside for just a second. We're gonna take this leg that's tucked in, and you're gonna take it behind you. Now there's a few things here. If you're feeling like your hips are really tight, bring this outstretched leg in a bit, because this is where I want you, all right? We're gonna open up those hips. So again, kind of the theme of the day, this is really gonna be personal to you. So the more you can open your legs up, the more of a stretch through the hips you're gonna feel. But if something's hurting you, or if this is not available to you today, then you can bring those legs in closer. Or if you can't even take this leg behind you, that's fine. Just take it out as wide as you can with your foot in, all right? So, leg back if that's available. This leg goes out to the side. Open up as much as you can. Then we're gonna turn our hips and our chest straight onto me. So you should feel an opening of the hips already right here. And then we're gonna take our hands behind our back, and you're gonna help yourself to sit up nice and tall and center yourself on your sits bones. So you should feel a pretty intense opening through the hips. And we're just gonna hold. Now kind of adjust, open those legs up a little wider if that's available. And then we're gonna relax our legs. Chest up and out. Sit up as tall as you can. We're gonna breathe through this. A few big breaths. One more. And exhale. All right, go ahead and release those arms behind you. That was a pretty intense hip opening stretch for me, so I'm gonna help my legs a little bit closer together, and then bring this leg to the front, and the other one's gonna come meet it. We're gonna keep our feet out away from us, and we're just gonna give you a little butterfly here, loosening up those hips. Make it work for you. You can even bring them way in and open up this way. And shake out. We're gonna grab our ankles, sit up nice and tall, big inhale, and pull your chest down towards those feet. Don't be afraid to press your knees down with your elbows, kind of adding to that stretch through your inner thighs. And then we're gonna relax and roll up to sitting. Nice job. All right, other leg. So we're gonna take this left leg straight out to the side. Oh, that feels good, straighten that leg. And then bring the other leg in, nice and close. Make sure your band's close by. Using the band felt good to me today. I think I'm gonna continue with that, but again, you don't need to use your band. I'm gonna get mine set up around my foot, because we're gonna sit up nice and tall and reach for the ceiling before we turn and grab that foot or your band with both hands. You ready? Here we go. Inhale up, turn towards your foot. Go ahead, big reach down. You can either grab that foot or your band or belt, and go ahead and pull your chest straight towards that leg. Now while we're going to lengthen our spine, so go ahead and relax your head and neck. Bringing that forehead down towards your knee. And we're gonna hold for a second. Big inhale in. One more breath. And slowly release. Go ahead and roll straight up. You're gonna turn and face me. We're gonna hold our band or our toe with just one hand. You don't have to grab it yet. I've got a band, so I'm gonna hold on to that. If you've got yours, that might work well for you. Moving the stretch to our side body, go ahead and face me. We're gonna reach up and pull directly over to the side. So again, we want to spend some time here. So don't be afraid to adjust with what works for you. Chest kind of opens to the ceiling. Pull the side of your body down towards your foot. You can hold your foot if that works better for you. Totally up to you. Give me some breaths here. Big inhale in. Exhale. And we're going to drop our shoulder, taking the pressure off your back, and sit up nice and straight again. All right, go ahead and set your band aside. You can bring this leg in a bit to take this leg that's been tucked in close behind you. Okay. You might find that one side is even tighter than the other. That's okay. All right. Take your legs as wide as you can, and then take a second to center yourself on your sits bones. Use your arms for some leverage so you can sit up nice and tall. If it hurts your knee or if your hip's not quite flexible enough to bring this leg behind, don't. You can keep it here. All right. And then you're just going to open up as much as you can and sit up tall. All right. So behind, center yourself on those sit bones, chest, hips, square to knee. And then the more you open up your legs, the more of a hip opening stretch you're going to get. So that is entirely up to you. And then we're going to use those arms for leverage, chest up and out, and relax your legs. Going to take a couple breaths in this position. Relax those hips, relax your feet. Last one. All right, you can kind of release those arms behind you. If you need some help, bring those legs in. That's all right. We're going to take our legs out in front and just give them a little shake. Great job. All right, nice and slow. We're going to take our legs to the side so we can end up on all fours. Leave your pillow close by because we're going to use that guy again. And I want you just to come to all fours with your knees right under your hips and your palms right under your shoulders. We're going to arch our back, tucking our chin into our chest, down, and then you're going to arch up, looking up towards the ceiling. All right. I want you to exhale as you come down and inhale as you come up. We're going to move into a cleansing pose of down dog. It's going to be fairly fluid, and then we're going to increase our breath to what's called dragon's breath, right? And that is a big, hard, forceful exhale. If going to down dog hurts you, you can stay on all fours. And you can just arch and give me a big breath that way. When we get there, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. One more, cat-cow. And then we're going to come up. And then I want you to level everything out. We're going to turn up on our toes and go into a down dog position. So you're just going to straighten up here, and I want you to make it really fluid, all right? Kind of pedal those heels It's okay to move your hips a little bit, loosen up. You can even press through the shoulders and kind of open up again this way. And then we're gonna hold. You're gonna give me a big inhale, and then big exhale. Again, big inhale, dragon's breath, exhale. One more, here we go, big inhale, and big. Great job. Go ahead and come back to all fours. We're gonna take our knees out into an extended child's pose, toes together, and you're gonna sit back and take those arms out wide and relax your head on the earth. I want you just to hold that pose for now. If your hips are a little too tight to get close enough to the earth to rest your head here, your pillow comes back into play. You can put that guy right there. And then your head is a little bit higher. Right there, all right? So I want everybody to be able to relax their head and neck, straight down on the earth, and then inch your fingertips out away from you. And then I'm going to show you a little magical stretch for your forearms. You ready? You're going to come up on your fingertips, pressing down through the earth. Take those fingertips out as far as you need to and hold. You're going to feel a light stretch here and then even more of a stretch all the way up here to that shoulder even. Shoulder blades, oh, that just feels nice. And relax. Beautiful job. We're going to place our palms next to our chest. Go ahead and push yourself up. And we're going to go back to that down dog position. That's not available to you. Stay on all fours, all right? So bring your knees in. We're going to come up to all fours. Turn those toes. Make it real fluid. Come up to down dog. And we're going to pedal those heels into the earth. Give yourself a few little up on your toes, heels down, press your head down through your shoulders. Make it nice and fluid. It feels good, right? All right, now we're going to give ourselves a couple big deep breaths. You can even come up on your toes and exhale. Keep it fluid. Again, big inhale, dragon's breath. Big exhale. Exhale all that negativity, all that stress and pressure. Inhale in. Big dragon's breath. Exhale. Great job. All right, we're going to come back down to all fours. And final time here to extended child's pose. So take your knees out real wide, even outside of your mat or towel. Big toes together, and you're going to sit back in child's pose, bringing those arms all the way out here. Put that pillow under your head if you need. And then we're going to ground our elbows into the earth. You're going to bend those elbows, interlock your fingers, and bring those knuckles behind your head. Now, once you're here, don't be afraid to walk those elbows out. Walk those elbows out. Get in a position that you can feel that stretch in your triceps and your shoulders. And then we're just going to relax. A couple breaths here. One more inhale. And straighten those arms. Gonna bring one palm to our chest, other one, and go ahead and press yourself up, sitting back on those heels. All right, I think we need a good stretch through the shoulder blades. So we're gonna do that now. I want you to stay here in extended child's pose. You're gonna come up off your heels, And you're gonna take your back arm, thread it underneath your body, palm up, and then you get to kind of get situated where you feel this stretch. So we're gonna come back, sitting down into extended child's pose with that arm threaded underneath. Head straight down on the earth, use your pillow so you're centered to the earth. All right? Inch your hand that's in front of you way out and get your chest as close to the earth as you can. Maybe even just resting right on that arm. And then you can turn your head away from this outstretched palm here. And we're just gonna relax. Gonna hold this pose for a second. Just breathe. This feels so good. One more big breath. We're going to take this hand that's out in front of us, palm to the earth, and that's going to help us bring ourselves up. All right? You ready to do the other side? Doesn't that feel good? All right. Other side. We're going to come off our heels. Take that other arm, thread it through, palm up, and then you kind of get yourself down here. As that shoulder loosens up, you might find that you can sink even lower. Get that chest down next to the earth. Take that outstretched arm and really inch it out away from your body. And then if you can turn your head away from that palm that's underneath you. And just relax and breathe. Big deep breaths. One more. And exhale. Great job. All right. You're going to take that arm that's out in front of you, bring it next to your head on the earth. Go ahead and press yourself up. And we're going to help those knees together if you need help. All right. Okay. You're just going to turn and drop one hip to the earth. Swivel those legs around. And we're going to lay flat on the ground. So go ahead and help yourself down. And then we're going to take our pillow. Hopefully it's close enough to you. And you're going to pick your hips up and slide that pillow right under your hips. Oh, that feels good, right? Right under those hips. So you've kind of elevated your hips. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. Stretching out that back. And I want you to pull your knees out wide and pull them into your shoulders. Bring them back together, and we're going to just straighten our legs up to the earth. So this is dependent on how flexible your hamstrings are. So I want you to kind of flex your feet. You can grab the back of your legs here and just straighten out those legs. Maybe you're here. Maybe that's what's available to you today. That's okay. Maybe you can grab your toes. That's fine too. And then bend those knees, hug them into your chest. Relax your feet. And we're going to do that one more time. So go ahead and straighten those legs. Straight as you can get them. Couple breaths. And then go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Now, we're going to go into this really restful, relaxing pose in just a second. But before we do, I want to show you kind of a more advanced stretch for our neck. So if you start to lead into this more advanced stretch and you're like, no, Erin, that's not going to happen today, then you're just gonna already go into our restful, relaxing pose. So I'll show you that now. If this next neck stretch is too much, you're just gonna put your feet to the earth and open up those knees. And let your hips kind of open up and relax. You're gonna come here. We're all gonna come here anyways, all right? But if you wanna try, bring those knees together and pick your feet up. Now we're gonna need to support our hips so you can plant your elbows into the earth because you're gonna be picking your hips up. For me, I kind of rock and roll off my pillow and support my hips here. So this is the first phase, if you can get up like this. And then you're just going to hinge forward ever so slowly. And you want to come up and over as much as you can. So you take it very slowly. The more you bring your legs up over your head, the more you're going to start to feel a stretch through your spine and neck. I'm going to get to a point that I can't talk anymore. The goal is to bring your legs all the way up and over so that your toes are touching the earth. Slowly as you need to go. We're just going to hold as far as you can go for just a second more. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend. Help those hips back down. And then we're going to go into that relaxing pose if you're not there already. So feet to the earth, open up those knees. Go ahead and rest your palms on your belly so you can kind of feel the breath. Soles of your feet together, knees wide. We're just going to take a couple big cleansing breaths. If that neck stretch felt good to you, you can go back into that while we're here as well. I want you to relax your shoulders, let your chest kind of just open up. And we're going to breathe. Relax your neck. Go ahead and tilt your chin down slightly so you're not up here streaming. You can close your eyes if you like. And I want you to just focus on that breath. One more big deep breath. We're going to connect with that inner smile. I want you to kind of feel the light, the happiness. Maybe think of something that makes you smile, that's maybe a joke. And then I want you to take kind of that inner warmth that's creeping up and take it to the outside of your body. Give yourself a big smile. Maybe you can show some teeth even. A big, big smile. Inhale in. Last exhale. Relax your face. Go ahead and help those knees together. Grab one and the other, and we're going to rock and roll up to a seated position. If you'd like, you can still sit on your pillow. Those are pretty comfortable, so I think I'm going to keep it there. Sit however feels good to you. We're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to put a big smile on our face, even if we don't feel like it quite yet this morning. Some of us, it takes a little more to wake up in the morning. We're not ready to smile this early quite yet, but we're going to do it. And we're going to take two big, smiling, cleansing breaths. Inhale in. Exhale. Inhale, big smile. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale up. And exhale down. And that is that for me this morning. Great job, you guys. Thank you for being here. If you didn't let me know you were here, and you are, and you have access to the live chat, let me know. It's great to see so many of my friends here with me live. I've got some other yoga practices saved, so I don't teach yoga live until Monday again, but you can go back if you find this stuff valuable and do some of those classes later on in the week. In the meantime, if you want more of a hardcore cardio workout today, I'm teaching a HIIT and agility class live at 9:30. So great to see you guys. Have a wonderful, happy, calm day, and we'll see you a little bit later. Jody, how are you? Jody sent you this way. Well, Jody is one of my favorite people, and not just because she sent you here, because she's a great friend. It's good to see you. Great job, you guys. We'll see you a little bit later. Thank you for commenting. I love to see my friends here live. So we'll see you at yoga next Monday, or maybe at some of my other classes throughout the week.